Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you are doing very well. Guys, today we're going to talk about harm to food chains and food webs. Means the harmful substances for the food chains and the food webs. Or we can say the toxic for the food chains and the food webs. So, we're going to talk about this. Let's start. Bismillah. Guys, first of all, we have to know what is environment. Because the toxic substances, the harmful substances are spray inside the environment, okay? So let's see. Environment is everything around us. It means whatever is around you is going to be your environment, inside your environment. Together are going to be environment, okay? Everything, water, air, soil, any other things around you are going to be your environment. That's why we say environment is everything around you, us, okay? Around you. So our environment contain many substances, I mean harmful substances. We can say many toxic substances such as mercury, cadmium, and microplastic. We have more, sorry. We have more, but we just mentioned this, such as some examples. So these are many examples of, I mean, toxic in our environment that they will damage the food chain, food and food web. Okay, they will damage them, and it will be harmful for them. But how? Okay, we can say, for example, they are toxic. They are harmful. An animal will eat them, and they will die. Done. So what's the problem? What's the with the effect on the food chain? How it has effect on food chain? The animal dead. Done. But it's not like that. Food chain is continuously. It's a good question if you have it in your mind. You say, okay, one animal will die and done. But and you say it's one animal and it's said food chain. Food chain is longer than one animal, right? It must affect them on many animals or many living things, right? So that's the answer of the question. In here we have it. That's how toxic substances transfer and effect of the food chain. How? That's how. Let's see. Some farmers, or you can see here also in the picture, some farmers or the gardeners spray pesticides on their corns. Okay, so they have any other things would they have that, but here is corn. That's why I mentioned corn. So when they spray this pesticide on their corn, this pesticide will stay on the corn. Okay, and when an animal like snail eats the corn, it's the corns, it will get the toxic and die. It means that snail will eat them. Of course, they are moving and looking for food. So when they see the corn, they will eat the corn to get food, to get energy. But the corn has pesticide because the farmer, or we can say the gardener, sprayed the pesticide on the corn. When they eat the corn, they will get the toxic and they will die. So done? No. A bird will eat the snail, of course. And a bird, when they see that there are some, what do you call, dead snails, directly the bird will eat them. But the bird doesn't know that they have toxic inside their body. So when an animal like the snail eats the corn, will get the toxic and will die. Then a bird will eat the snail, get the toxic too, and die. It means the bird also will get the toxic and it will die. Another animal will eat the bird and also it get the toxic substance. Maybe it will die, maybe it will get some damage from this. Okay, we have studied before that we said when some substances, toxic substances will be entered to the animal's body, even if the animal will not die, at least the bones will be weaker. In another way, it will damage the animal. So that's it. So the farmer first spray the pesticide, then the snail will eat the corn, then they will get damaged and they will die. Then the bird will eat the dead snails. Then maybe the bird will die, or maybe the bird is not gonna die. And another wild caught, or we can say lion, tiger, whatever is that, will eat the bird. then they will get damaged too. Another one will eat this, it will get damaged. Another one eat this, will get the damage. I mean, get the toxic. Okay, the toxic will transfer like that from the corn to the snail to the animal to the to the bird to the tiger to the lion to the next one. It whatever is that. So it's like that continuously. The food chain will continue, and the toxic will inside the food chain will continue. But that's how toxic substance transfer and affect the food chain. It's not like that only one animal will eat and will die and done. No. Another animal will eat this dead animal. Another animal will eat the other one. Another animal will eat the other one. You see? That's why we say that toxic in our environment will affect the whole food chain. And maybe that's why many times people say don't throw anything, don't do something that's contain toxic. For example, this man will spray the pesticide on the corn. The snail will eat them and will die. And maybe another bird that we can eat, maybe this bird or another bird that they will eat the snail, will get the toxic, and we will eat them. If we eat them, we will get the toxic too. You see, the toxic will continue. That's why don't throw something on the environment which you know that it's harmful for the environment, because maybe one day it will come back to yourself. So inshallah we will be healthy and nothing gonna happen to us. Okay. So guys, and that's a good question. If you have it, many people say this. Say for example, a snail will get a toxic and will die. It's okay until now, but the bird will not die by eating this small snail. Okay, it has less. A small amount of toxic inside it. So the bird will eat the snail and it will get a small, very very small amount of toxic. It's not enough. Much enough to damage the bird. So that is the answer. That's how different amount of toxic transfers between the animals in the food chain. Okay, that's how. Let's see how different amount will transfer. It means, of course, it's true. One snail has toxic, but it's not enough to damage the bird. Too much. No, at least it will damage, but not too much. How this toxic will damage the bird? How it will kill the bird? In this way, the pesticide sprayed on the plant, we said that, then a bug, or we can say an insect, eats the plant and will get 5 units of pesticide. Okay, this insect will eat the corn or the plant, whatever is that, will get 5 units of the pesticide. So, and a lizard will not eat only one insect to get 5 units. Of course, it's bigger. It needs more than one insect to get full energy for its life. That's why it will eat more than like or 3 to 4 5 animals. 5 insects. Then when they get, for example, let's see, in here is 3. When the lizard eats 3 bugs or 3 insects, so one bug, or we can say one insect, has 5 units. So what about 3 insects? Of course, if one is 5, 3 is 15 units, right? 5 5 5 5 5 10, another 5 15. It means the lizard will get 15 units of pesticide. That's why the amount of toxic will increase. And the eagle will eat 2 lizards. That's in this case, when one lizard is 15, how much is for 2? 15 and 15 will be 30 units of pesticide. So if another animal eats the eagle, will get, for example, one eagle, it will get the 30 units of pesticide. But if it's 2 eagles like that, the same, 2 eagles will get 60 units of pesticides. So that's how different amount will change. Let me just change the numbers. Okay, let's say we have pesticides spray on the plants. and the bug or the insect will get let's say 10 units of pesticide. Okay, the insect will get 10 units. We have 10 here, not 5. 10 units of pesticide. So the lizard will eat let's say 5 insects. So if one insect is 10 units of pesticide, so what about 5? 5, you have to say 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. You see, they have plus between them. Be careful. 10 plus 10, 10 plus another 10 plus another 10 plus another 10. You see, 5, 10 pesticides, 10 units of pesticide. So it means that I mean the lizard eats 5 insects. Each of them has 10 units of pesticides. So 10 units for one. What about for 5? 50 units of pesticide. You see how different? And instead of 2 lizards, it means the lizard now has 50 units of pesticide, not 15, 50. So, but the eagle will eat, instead of 2 lizards, will eat, let's say, 3 lizards here. So, 1 lizard is 50. What about 3? 50 plus 50 plus 50. It means we have 350. How much that? 150. It means the eagle will get 150 units of pesticide. And guys, that's how the different, that's why I just changed the numbers to understand. So if you change the other numbers again, you will get different number, and that's how we will get the different amount. Okay, so it means if, for example, if one lizard is let's say one lizard is 25, so the eagle will eat 4 lizards. How much does it get? One lizard is 25, 4 is 4 multiply 25, 100. The eagle will get 100 units of pesticide. That's how the different amount will transfer to the next animal. But guys, let's say the eagle will not be eaten by any other animals. So how does this pesticide will damage the eagle? In this way. Every time the end of the food chain will get damaged in another way. If it doesn't be, I mean, if it's not going to be eaten by another animal, it will get the damage in this way. For example, here the eagle will get 3 units of pesticide. So the pesticide make the eagle's eggshell weaker and crack. I mean, easier to crack. So they will die before they become like small eagle or baby. So that's it. That's how the different amount will transfer, and at the end it will damage. Let's say maybe the bones of the eagle will be weaker. You see, in different ways it will get damaged. So the eagle, I mean the last one, will get damaged in different ways. So that's how harmful substances affect of the food chain, and it's the first is environment, and what are the things, I mean toxic substances in our environment, how they will transfer from what. Of course, again, like food chain start from producer. Toxic transferring toxic again start from producer. We said for the food chain, the first one must be producer. For transferring toxic in the food chain, again, the first one must be producer. So, because they will get a producer. In here, in this example, I mean. And this is how different amounts of toxic will transfer, I mean, transfers between the animals. According to the urine, how many animals does they eat, they will get that much amount of unit of pesticide or unit of toxic. I hope you understand everything, and inshallah you have understood this. Best wish.